Hello friends, in this video we'll be talking about prana and what is prana and how we can get it in sustainable and healthy ways, and how food we eat can either increase or decrease prana in us. And at the end I'll show you some of the foods that I eat, so if you're curious, stick around till the end. I'll show you some of the foods that I eat. And welcome to my kitchen, actually, different environment for this video. I'm happy to welcome you in my kitchen. I thought since we're talking about food, might as well just be in my kitchen. So I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher and I'm really fascinated by energy and prana. The word energy is very much in our consciousness at the moment. There are energy drinks, energy bars, renewable energy, energy medicine, and so on. Scientists have spent many millions of pounds and a great deal of time to try and unlock the secrets of energy in the physical body and on the planet. We live in a sea of energy and we need a lot of it to live and thrive in today's world. So this is exactly how I got onto my quest on having as much energy as possible to live the life to the fullest and to try and reach my potential. In the Piscean age, the old age that we're now living, we could get energy from outside of ourselves. When we felt low, we could simply reach for caffeine or other stimulants like sugary foods, alcohol, drugs. Overworking or high octane sports or high risk behavior would be a good source of that energy as well. We could receive energy from other people by either manipulating them or solely doing things for their approval or attention. Subconsciously, the same results were created through drama, conflict, or playing the victim. These were the tricks of the ego to energize the Piscean game, the age of the darkness. Now, the rules of the game have changed. As we enter the Aquarian age, seeking the energy outside of ourselves will no longer work. You're likely noticing that those things that used to give you energy and made you feel good and safe are not having the same results. And this is why we need to find new sustainable way of creating that energy within us. To live, we extract prana from our environment. The Chinese word for prana is qi, and the closest English equivalent for this substance is life force energy. If we don't get enough prana, our bodies begin to degenerate prematurely. Very simply, to reach our potential, our bodies need to ingest only the purest elements, like pure food, pure water, and pure air. Prana exists in all living elements. Due to social conditioning, however, most people know very little about prana, qi, or the life force, or even less how to extract it from our environment. So how can we get more prana? We can get it from the fresh air by breathing correctly, by doing breathing exercises and exercises in general, by exposure to pure air and sunlight. Nature gives us a lot of prana, so being in a forest or in a park or swimming in a lake or in the ocean will create quite a lot of energy, and of course by consuming foods that are high in prana. So we're finally getting into the main point of this video, and we'll be talking about foods that can produce as much prana as possible. It's quite simple, really. Raw, natural, organic, local foods contain a lot of prana. So eating raw foods is the greatest way to obtain substantial quantities of it. Raw foods contain living enzymes and are highly alkaline in content and nature. Acidic foods like processed foods lead to stressful lifestyle. They create stressful environment in our bodies. Alkaline foods are full of pranic energy that actually help us to fight stress. The inspiration for this video was a quote, and it says, "Your power is in your mind. Your body is just a vehicle. You're not eating food, you're eating for your health, your vitality, your energy, your prosperity, your strength, your power to conquer." The food we consume is supposed to give us energy, not take the energy away. I'm sure you can feel the difference between having a plate full of salad and all the lovely raw organic food and a plate full of pasta and cheese and meat and chips. The latter might be more enjoyable at the time, but after that the body needs to work very hard to digest it. But the fresh raw food or lightly cooked foods will give you a lot of energy and not take any energy away from your body. Food can either help us awaken, it can provide us with a deep connection to the universe, to the divine, and energize us on our journeys to our highest potential, or it can hinder our journeys as a way of distraction and a way to hold ourselves down. So when we align our relationship with food to support rather than hinder our spiritual journey, it can be a massive improvement, massive step forward in our spiritual life. In essence, the food we eat and the way we eat it can speed up or slow down our spiritual development. The foods rich in prana are fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, nuts, dry fruit, local organic foods, good healthy fats, essential oils. Foods poor in prana are processed foods, meat, alcohol, and artificial additives, all the foods that are rich in sugar. And as I said before, it's not only what we eat, it's how we eat it too. When we gobble food down, it's a huge shock to the system. It's very important to chew food well and mix it in your mouth with your saliva so the body can receive it better. Slow eating is one of the best meditations on earth. It can absolutely change your spiritual development. Yogis practice mindful eating. We bless our food before we eat it. We think of those who worked really hard to get the food to our table. Think of the shopkeeper, the truck driver, the farmer, the workers in the farm, and those who cultivated the seeds, etc. and etc. We eat slowly, we pay attention to the texture, taste, and smell, we eat in silence, or at least in a really nice environment. Try it sometimes. I promise it will change the way you think of food forever. And at the end, I wanted to share some of the foods with you that I eat. I'm not perfect. I mainly eat to live. However, sometimes I do enjoy pizza with my friends or some other tasty foods that are not that high in prana, but I'm aware of it. I guess I try to eat super healthy 70 to 80% of the time, and the rest of the time I'm quite relaxed about eating food and what comes into my body. For me, it works well, and I can still enjoy dining out with my friends and family and not be awkward. So here are some of my breakfast ideas. Apple, grated ginger, and peanut butter are my breakfast staples. I probably have it about 3 to 4 times a week at least. Sometimes I add other fruit to it as well, as you can see here. I love all the fresh stuff, but my body works well when it has enough healthy fats. So hence the peanut butter. That's granola and yogurt, another popular breakfast for me. So here I have granola, yogurt, and fresh fruit, seeds, and nuts. And that's more of a weekend breakfast, French toast with lots of fruit. So as you can see, I eat some bread too, but not a lot of it. A few times a week is fine, and if I have it more often, I feel the difference in my energy levels. So that's what I think it's very important, is to listen to yourself, listen to your body, and see how your body reacts. There are so many healthy diets and this is healthy and this isn't healthy kind of rules, and I think it's the most important to listen to yourself and see how it affects your body, your mind, and then adjust if it's not working the way you want it. I do try to drink quite a lot of green smoothies just because they are quick and very healthy, and this is actually more of a reality check. Obviously, I teach outside quite a lot, so I sometimes do eat in my car. So here is spinach, banana, and peach, but I just put any vegetables or fruit I have at home. And some nuts as well, because they give me a lot of energy and are quite filling. Okay, so let's move on to some lunch, dinner meals. To be honest, I usually eat about 2 meals a day, 2 or sometimes 2 and a snack. As I do intermittent fasting, I find that eating less food is a very good way to increase prana too. So let's start with some raw and alive foods. I love raw foods as they are full of prana, that life force, and I feel great eating it and after. So here are some shredded carrots, raw beetroot and mango, and some healthy oil and spices, just basically salt and pepper. And here's another dinner, very simple, some steamed potatoes, fresh tomato, avocado, and cucumber in yogurt. Simple, healthy, feeling full of energy. And here's more of an evening meal done my boyfriend actually. There is fresh lettuce and tomatoes and dressing with some Colombian style beans and vegetables on a tortilla. Still pretty healthy, but more cooked food, which I consider not that full of prana. But it's a nice balance. If I was to eat all the raw, fresh, organic foods all the time, I would be high as a kite. So it's a nice balance to bring some cooked foods as well. So that's everything for today. I hope that was useful to talk about food and how it affects our prana, our energy, and our spiritual development. I'm happy to hear any comments that you might have or questions that you might have. Just drop them down below. And if we're talking about prana, actually, next week I'm going to share with you a meditation, Kundalini Yoga meditation, on how to increase the pranic force. I thought since we're talking about prana, we might as well do practice around it. So look out for the next week video about how to increase the pranic force in you. And thank you very much for Kaylee, because she's inspired that video. I really like this topic, so I was very happy to create that video for Kaylee. And if you have any ideas, any themes, anything at all that you would like me to talk about or create video about, please let me know as well in the comments. And if I can deliver, I'll be happy to share my thoughts and my ideas with you on your favorite topic. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.